What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. As we get closer and closer towards the big move, I've gone through my final sweep of the collection to purge off stuff that is not going to make the move with me. Although I would like to keep everything, I've been focusing my collection down a little bit so that I don't have to collect everything, just the stuff that I love. So we're going to do a large whatnot auction that's going to be broken down into a couple of different parts. I'm going to show you guys the main omnibus that are going to be coming to the auctions, but I'm also going to have a ton of trade paperbacks and other collected editions that are not shown here. Before we jump into this, though, I do want to thank Nick Barucci over at Dynamite Entertainment for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out their new releases for this week for March 16th. They have the Invincible Red Sonja issue 8, Nyx issue 5, Jennifer Blood issue 6, and Panther issue 2, which got pushed back. So make sure to support Dynamite Entertainment and pick up some of their new releases this week. Alright guys, with that being said, let's look at the books, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you some more details as far as whatnot if you're not familiar with that app. So, starting with the top, we're going to do the Super Sons Omnibus. This is by Peter J. Tomasi, Jorge Jimenez, Patrick Gleason. I read it. I did a review on it. I don't think I'll reread it. Therefore, I thought it's not going to make the move. So this will be there at the auction. Moving on to the other pile here, we have Star Wars, The Old Republic Legends. This is a newer Marvel Omnibus reprinting the Dark Horse Star Wars material, just like the Rise of the Sith Omnibus. These two Star Wars Omnis will be there at the auction as well. And keeping with the Star Wars theme, we have Star Wars by Jason Aaron. This collects the Star Wars material published by Marvel when they got the rights back in 2014 or so. I did read and review this, but I don't think I'm going to collect the Star Wars Omni. So with that being said, let's just bring the rest of them out here. We do have the Dr. Aphra Omnibus from Star Wars. We have the Darth Vader Omnibus by Charles Soule. And then we have the Darth Vader Omnibus by Kieran Gillen, followed by the Star Wars Marvels, The Original Years, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we're bringing a lot of Star Wars to the table. Let's jump over to some DC goodness, and we have the American Vampire Omnibus by Scott Snyder. This will be showing up. Then we have a Jonathan Hickman Omnibus, Secret Warriors. This is another one that I read and reviewed on the channel early on. Not something that I felt like I needed to keep, so it'll be there at the auction. This one's a cool one, guys. So this is the Electra by Frank Miller Omnibus. It's a real omnibus. It's super thin. Kind of one of those out-of-print, rare, obscure ones. And it does have a custom dust jacket because it was originally printed like the Frank Miller Daredevil reprints that looked like this and didn't really match the other Marvel Omnis. But this one had a custom dust jacket so that it went with everything else. So Electra, that's going to be a rare one that you don't see too often, again, with a custom dust jacket. Back over to DC, we have this huge 100 Bullets by Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risso. This is Volume 1, so this is going to be a huge DC Black Label Omni that'll be at the auction. Sticking with DC, we're going to do the Books of Magic, Volumes 1 and 2. So if you guys wanted to get into this Neil Gaiman kind of Sandman universe spin-off type of book, we're going to have both of these there, as well as the Lucifer Omnibus Volumes 1 and 2. So if you guys want to get that kind of mature DC Black Label, DC Vertigo vibe, we got these 4 omnibus coming. Another DC Vertigo, I'm noticing a trend here. It's another huge omnibus. This is the Ex Machina Omnibus published by Vertigo through DC Comics. So if you guys are interested in this one, I'm not sure if this one is still in print or not. I don't really hear many people talking about it. All right, we got a few more DC and some Marvel left. We're going to get rid of the Harley Quinn Gotham City Sirens Omnibus. Plus, I'm going to put up the Harley Quinn by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, the 3-volume set here, guys. So this is going to be there as well. And we're getting to the nitty-gritty here, guys. So we're going to offer up the DC Universe, the Bronze Age Omnibus by Jack Kirby, another biggie, and the Commandy Omnibus by Jack Kirby. So I'm going to hold on to the Fourth World, but these we're going to part with and have them up for auction. All right, guys, now this is a cool one that you don't see too often, kind of a thinner omnibus, but this is the Hellstrom Omnibus here by Warren Ellis. So old school, out of print Marvel Omni. We're going to go ahead and do the Wonder Woman by Gail Simone Omnibus, Wonder Woman by Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang, as well as Wonder Woman by Phil Jimenez. So these 3 Wonder Woman Omnis are going to be up for auction. Getting down to the nitty gritty, we're going to have the Legion of Superheroes Omnibus. We're going to have Loki by Kieran Gillen. And we're going to have 2 X-Men Omnibus. We're going to have the X-Men Classic Omnibus, as well as X-Men The Dark Phoenix Saga Omnibus. So, this is about 30-something books. We're going to have these along with a slew of trade paperbacks. I'm going to have some manga as well. It's going to be on Whatnot. They're all going to start at $1, and they're 30-second auctions. Now, when you bid under a certain time, I think it's under 10 seconds or so, it adds some more time on the clock. So it's basically going to be a bidding war between everybody who can make it. This is going to take place on Wednesday, March 16th at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern to kick off Whatnot Wednesday. I only go live for an hour, so we're not going to be able to get through all of these. I have another show scheduled the following Wednesday at the same time. You guys can download Whatnot and follow me on there. Bookmark both sales now. And if you sign up using the link in the description, and I'll put it in the pinned comment, you'll also get a $10 credit that you can use towards any purchase with any seller. And I also will get a $10 referral off of that when you use it as well. So I wanted to do an auction preview. A lot of great books out of the personal collection. And I think after this sale, I'm going to be right where I want to be. I won't really have any more omnibus that I'm looking to sell out of the personal collection. I may have more books for these sales with some inventory that I get from our friends at Organic Price Books. So if you guys are familiar with Whatnot, you know how to click the little price tag on the bottom right and see what books are available. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the auction. Stay minty fresh. Peace.